In this video, I'm going to be going over the result posting to RunSignUp from the RM Pro software. Now, there's a couple things to remember when it comes to posting to RunSignUp. Number one is RunSignUp registration data needs to be correct. So that's where you will make all of your bib changes, your first name, last name, age, gender, any of the registration information will exist in RunSignUp. So when you're posting to RunSignUp, you have to make sure that you take your participant data and it's uploaded in a RunSignUp, or if it's a registration event, it will already be there. So I can log into my RunSignUp account and I can find my data that will be in there. And I have already taken a CSV file and I have uploaded that into RunSignUp, including all of my information, because I have not had this event set up for registration there. It was just a quick calendar event. So it's the sample RM posting. I went under participants and I manually uploaded participants through the paper entries form, and I uploaded a CSV import. So I went through and I mapped all of my people there. The other thing I have done in RunSignUp in preparation to be able to take results is I've set up my race divisions. This is where I set up my overall winners, my age groups, if you have grandmasters, senior masters, anything as far as that goes. So I mapped to my 5K, and you see here I have a custom division, overall male, that I only allow male into, top 3, overall female, only allow female. And then in each of my age groups, you'll see that I only allow not only the gender, but I also have set the age ranges to be able to auto set those in there. So you have to configure this. RunSignUp has some tools to be able to make that a little bit easier, but I've already configured all of that in the back end. So now I can import my participants, and I've already set up my registration provider and event and my result provider and event. So I come to my race info, and I'm going to enter an import. The key to remember here is that I have to bring in the registration ID. This is why they have to be on RunSignUp, so I can import a registration ID that is created by RunSignUp. So here it is, registration ID. In my mapping process, it will automatically get mapped to registration ID right here. So if I go to next, finish and import, 69 records are going to be updated. Save the disk, yes. And just overwrite my database to save that data. So at this point, I now have all of my participants in here, and I can start recording times and start posting results. The other thing that I have to do before I set all that up is I have to come to my race info and my divisions, and I need to map my divisions to RunSignUp. So if I click the map to, I'll see the 5K. This is what I have set up on the RunSignUp side of things. Sometimes you'll see, you'll have multiple divisions brought in to RunSignUp, and then they'll all be mapped to the 5K. Or you'll map all of the different ones that you have here to the 5K. So in this case, this is pretty simple. And I save. I already have my distance in here, so that'll calculate my pace when I send that over. So I have all that. I'm going to set my start times. I can capture. I'll make this 10 minutes ago. Gun starts per division for the 5K, and I apply. So here, gun starts per division. I've updated 69 records. I can then give a manual entry for some individuals to record some times. And I can actually post my results. The first time you post, you'll see right here, I actually got an expired login, and then it re-authenticated itself and then went back through and did a custom field. That's because this has been sitting open for a little bit, and so it needs to re-authenticate. No problem at all. I see my success. And then if I go back to RunSignUp and I come to my event web page, I'll see my results tab. And if I click on my results tab, I should now see my results that are in here. If I come here for overall, I have not posted, and let's see if we can figure out why that would be. So I check my log file, I come down. In this particular case, I had an authentication failed and my results passed. So I'm just going to try to post one more time. We'll see how that goes. And I'll come back and I will refresh my page. There we go. When in doubt, just repost your results. So here I have my different bib numbers are in their correct order. You can see the pace that gets calculated. You can see the division place and the overall places are being shown as it comes into RunSignUp from RM. One other thing that you just need to keep in mind when it comes to posting the results. So actually I'll just give a couple more bib numbers in here. And then I can actually toggle on my results button if I wanted to, and it'll just keep updating per the result provider settings. But the thing to keep in mind when it comes to RunSignUp is once I post my results, every participant will now have not only a registration ID, but they'll have what's called a result ID. So when they go up and they come back, it gives them a result ID that helps tie it all together here on the back end of RunSignUp. So what you will then have in your database is if I view my database, I'm not only going to have something in the registration ID, but I'm also going to have something in the column 35. And that's where we actually store our result ID. So if I come over here, here's my registration ID. And where is my column 35 right here for my result ID. If I need to make a change at any point, what I can do is if I have to make someone for a change in division or something, because that changes, they would need a new result ID. And the way that I would accomplish that is I would edit my athlete, I would bring up the participant that I need, and I would clear the result ID or column 35 from that person. And when I repost my results, it will get a new result ID for that individual. So that really comes into play if I have to make a change from like a 5K to a 10K. I have to make all those changes in RunSignUp. I have to re-bring in that data from RunSignUp into RM. Then when I repost, what'll happen is the old 5K person would still be on the result set. I need to clear out that result ID, I get a new one, and when I repost, they'll then be in the correct 10K. The one other thing I will have to do is I'll have to come back into RunSignUp and I would actually have to delete the old result set from the 5K. So it's a little bit more complicated for when it comes to posting because, again, RunSignUp needs to reign supreme. And when we make a division change in RM, it does not get automatically reflected in RunSignUp. So we have to go in and change the back end of RunSignUp just to delete the extra person. What would happen there is you would have like 2 second places. And so you just have to delete the one that was the incorrect one. So if you make that change, you just have to remember to go into the back end of RunSignUp. But that's the easiest way to be able to configure RM to be able to post to RunSignUp. If you notice, I didn't do anything with my age groups in RM. And I don't have to unless I need to print results because I built all of those on the back end of RunSignUp. So the only reason you'd have to add age groups in RM is if you're also going to be printing for on-site. I highly recommend you set that up in case the race director wants a report, but it doesn't have to be done to be able to send to RunSignUp because really all we send is bib, times, pace, their division, and any split columns that we may be sending up on there as well. So that's how we post to RunSignUp. It's pretty straightforward. Again, post your participants to RunSignUp, pull them into RM so you get your registration ID. You can collect all your times. You can post results after mapping your division file. And then as you go, they'll all get result IDs, and then it'll keep the flow of data between the participant side and the registration side. So again, if you need to make a change to one of these individuals' names, you would actually make it in RunSignUp and it would get reflected automatically. So hope that helps. Hope that'll streamline your posting to RunSignUp.